generally business brokers are really deal killers. They're generally not very savvy, not very motivated, and they're kind of lazy, and they get in the way because they only know one way to do a deal, which is you pay cash, and maybe the seller will take back a little bit, very, very, very small amount of seller financing, but that's kind of it. They're not creative at all, so they're not really great for the kinds of deals that we want to use. And also the people who are selling there aren't particularly motivated like a truly motivated seller that is experiencing any of the 10 things that we covered on day one. So that's my precursor. But I do want to show you what it's like to do a search with, if you're using one of these sites. So this is BizBuySell.com. So I'm logged in here. I have a pro account, but you don't have to have that to do this. You can go here and you can see, you can search by city, county, state, etc. And then you can go listing types. You can have different industries. You can do a price range, and then you can have all these other filters. And so I've just right now just searched in California, and you can see there's like 300 and some businesses for sale, right? And so these are complete listings that you can look at, you can play with. The best businesses are going to come from places other than these sites. I'm going to strongly encourage you not to use these sites. There are hundreds of them. And there's bad advice out there, I believe, also when you research, how do I find businesses to buy? I was reading articles last night, and they said, several of them, one of the best things to do is look on sites like BizBuySell. BizBuySell serves a purpose, but our deals are almost never there. As a matter of fact, none of the deals that I'm buying are from there. They come from different places because the best businesses aren't for sale. You don't want to have to compete with people, right? So here is the process, right, that I would suggest you go through. First, use the wheel, right? You guys have the acquisition wheel. That is an amazingly powerful tool if you just do what I ask you to do and go around that wheel. Also, we'll cover 29 other sources here in a second, so use those. But you can search Facebook groups, pages, places, and events by location and by keyword. Search YouTube channels and videos. These are for buying what we call $0 traffic assets. The LinkedIn, you can search for LinkedIn groups. You can search on Instagram for accounts. You can search TikTok. You can search Clubhouse for clubs, podcasts on Apple and Spotify, and Google for unupdated sites. So I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But all of these would be great places to search. And all of this is basically media, right? There's a lot. I love acquiring media. So the number 2 through 8, that's all media. But you can actually find businesses also. And here's kind of a cool way that you can do that. So if you go to Google and you pick the right thing here. If you go to Google and you search with this. So let's say that I'm looking for pottery businesses. And so I have searched my keyword pottery, followed by file type, and then a colon, and then HTML. Well, what that's going to do is that's going to have Google return to me a list of sites that were built in HTML about pottery. And as you can see, it does so, and it gives me 52,400,000 sites. Now that's cool, but that's a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to get that in the right place. I'm going to go over here to tools on this side. I'm going to click on that. When I do, it's going to pull up the ability to search by custom date range. And then I'm going to put in here some date, I want to find a business that hasn't updated its site in a while, because if it hasn't updated its site in a while, there's a good chance that it's not currently active, or it's not doing well, it's not monetizing appropriately. So it's something I might want to check out. So if they've built a site in HTML, that's the type of file that they're showing, and they haven't updated it for a bit, that's cool. So I might search from a date range of, say, January of 1990 through January of 2011. Now you can search for whatever dates you want. So maybe you want to find sites that haven't been updated. At least, I would say at least go 5 years old, right? At least go, now it's shockingly late, right? Is that 2006? No, 2016. 2016 is 5 years ago. Seems like yesterday. So what's cool is that when I click this, my 52 million sites, first, it's going to show me that this is still my search query, but now I've got this new thing that shows up that says the date range that I'm looking for sites for. And you can see that there's sites here from 2006, 2005, 2010. And then I can start looking at those sites, finding the contact information for the owners, which I'll tell you more about how to do in a minute as well. And then those might be businesses that would make sense to acquire, or they might be intellectual property that you could acquire.